Why do women lie to men? Sharp Game coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com. Offer of which can be found on Amazon.com. So yeah, this is a question that I got a couple days ago. Long time listener wanted to know. He said almost every female he meets, he seems to catch them in some type of lie, whether it's a white lie or she completely lies, or she tells half truth. He said he doesn't like it. How should he go? How should he handle it? Um, how do I look at a situation like this? And I think this is a good question. Really, yeah, I mean, some guys might say, "Hey, the hell with it. They all lie." I don't care. Some guys might not care so much. But if you've been following me for a while, I always say take what women say with a grain of salt. Um, I think some women just can't help it. I believe it. I could be wrong when I say some women can't help it. But I think women have been socialized in such a way where it's like some women some women have to lie because they know that they ain't worth a nickel. So and they know they're not gonna be able to live up to the standards of that guy that they that they're spending time with or trying to get with. So they'll just lie in the beginning just so they can get their foot in the door, or just so they can get on the good side of the guy. And over a period of time, you know the guy is gonna figure out, hey, this woman ain't who she claimed to be. That's what always happens. And but in a woman's mind, she thinks that if he finds out the truth, eventually, maybe he'll won't think it's a big deal because I can win him over with, I can win him over in the sack, or I can win him over in, or I can manipulate him in other ways. That's you know, that's the average woman's game. They want to manipulate the guy, even though the guy knows she lied, but she'll be like, oh, okay, I'll win him over. I'll. It's like kind of putting on a good show or something like that or whatever. You know, she'll like. It's like performing. If I perform well, if I present myself well enough, he'll forgive me and we'll move on. Or he'll act like I never lied. So basically, the whole thing is manipulation. The whole game, in most cases, is manipulation and deception. So I always say, take what women say with a grain of salt. I think most women they have to lie because they know they just can't live up to those standards that the guys have. So I think that's what it really boils down to most of the time. Um, it's women are socialized in a certain type of way. Now, some guys will say, well, you know, women lie because the guy can't take the truth. Uh, I don't buy into that. Um, I think everybody should just be honest up front. That way you won't waste people's time. Because see, if you come in the door lying, you gotta remember the lies. And you gotta remember, keep it going. You tell one lie, you gotta tell another lie, and on and on and on. So that's a very um, that can be very stressful for some people. It takes a lot of energy. Because 2 years down the line, you still have to remember the lie. And then 2 years is gone by, 2 years, 5 years. Y'all, maybe you got kids, you're married, both of y'all invested into this. At least one person is invested in this. And now it's like one person could feel bamboozled or some type of resentment. And all this could have been avoided if you were honest up front. You know, sometimes I don't think the lies is really worth it, but I can understand how things go. I just think a lot of women just can't help it. You know, I just think that a lot of women are raised to lie. They're raised to manipulate, and to do almost anything to get what they want. I think there's a lot of women out there that's raised to be that way. I've met some women that told me straight up, my mom taught me to be like this. And then you have some women that pick things up through osmosis, just in society. So just take what women say with a grain of salt. Just keep this in mind. Whenever you meet anybody, on the surface, maybe it seems like they got it all together. They don't. They don't. Anybody that you meet, they seem so polished. They seem like perfect. They seem like they got a good reputation. Nobody says anything negative about them. It might be on television. It might be an athlete, entertainer. If nobody says anything bad about them, nobody says anything negative about them, that's very strategic. That's on purpose. Yeah. You can't be a public figure and not have anybody say anything negative about you. That's if no one's saying anything negative about you, that's strategic. That's something that you've sat down with somebody, a PR team, PR person, somebody, and they told you, hey, do this at this time, that at this time, say this at this time, dress like this at this time, go to the red carpet at this time, speak at this organization. That's strategic. You know, that doesn't happen by accident. So that's how that is. So just know that most of these people that I've met that seem to have it all together, they don't. A lot of them are very miserable and sad. They are. You know, if you really get to know them, you'd be like, God, I thought you had it all together. I thought you had it going on. No, a lot of them don't, man. A lot of them, they're struggling with alcohol, drugs, all kinds of stuff going on, man. You know, they've a lot of these people have sold out. They sold their souls. You know, they've made deals that they have regrets. They've done things that they have regrets. A lot of them are in the closet. A lot of them have all kind of skeletons in their closets that they don't never want to let out. They're gonna take it to their grave. So yeah, a lot of these people are not who you think. Some of these people you might work with. Some of these people you might know, been known for years. They're not who you think they are. That's why a lot of people that drink, if you catch them at the bar or if you see them drunk, they usually say some real stuff every once in a while. And the only reason they had the balls to say it is because they're drinking. That's why they call alcohol truth serum. Because what the alcohol does is gives you liquid courage to really say what's on your mind. Because when you're sober, you're very conscious of what you're saying when you're sober. You choose your words well when you're sober. But when you're drinking or you're drunk, people tend to slip up and they don't care. Because alcohol, when people drink, if they drink too much or get drunk, the alcohol does is takes them out of their mind. So they lose their mind for a couple of hours, or at least until they go to sleep and wake up the next day. And then when they wake up the next day, people will say, hey, you said this and said that last night or whatever. And they'll say, oh man, I was drunk. That's always the excuse. But some of the stuff they said was truth. There was some truth in it. Maybe all of it was truth. But most of it was truth. Maybe some of it was exaggerated, but a lot of it was truth. So hey, just keep that in mind, man. So don't take it serious. Don't. I mean, in the beginning, when you meet somebody, just take what they say with a grain of salt until proven otherwise. You know. So hey, I'm gonna do a video for my Patreon subscribers talking about how to vet women in the beginning stages when you first meet them and dating them, which is a very important thing, because if you don't know who you're dealing with, you're gonna waste your time in the early stages of dating and spending time with women. So if you like this video, go subscribe to my Patreon and check out that video. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.